So we are here on this carved cake lesson, and this is the first lesson for which I have the sponges ready. But what we are going to do is carve out a handbag cake. So obviously in our cake decorating course we have learned quite a bit of the contemporary shapes, like the round and the square is all mastered up, and at this stage I feel that there has to be a little more advanced technique where you could learn how to carve. Obviously, handbag is one thing that will be evergreen, and there is a need for making handbag cake all the time. So I just wanted to keep it handbag. But with the knowledge that you gain through this particular lesson, and you should be able to carve out any kind of cake which has a similar scope. Okay. So what I'm going to do is have this particular image as a reference. Then as I'm building, and depending on the layers I have, I could go as close to this, or then I could also just try and get some variations if I would like to on the way in between. But if you're going to replicate a handbag, well, obviously you just need to kind of follow the inspiration. So it's always better to have an inspiration picture chosen and then kept with you all the time, to just keep watching how you're going to develop the shape and the size. Now there's a board in which I'm just going to layer or set up the cake, and then I have sheets of sponges made and ready, and it's been cling wrapped, and also some ganache here. I'm just going to use a ganache to layer crumb coat and everything. Before just the fondant, it's all going to be ganache. I'm just going to soften the ganache up. I'm just going to place it like diagonally. So just want some ganache here for the entire sponge to stick to the board. I'm just going to open up the first sponge. I'm just going to cut out, so the width of my handbag I'm just going to keep somewhere around in here. So this I will use it to build the layers on the top. Let me start with the bottommost. This I'm just going to keep it aside. I will get back to using it when I come to the top layer. And then on top of this, obviously we need some ganache to go. I'm just going to spread this out. So this also I'm just going to cut through. Just add in ganache. I'm just going to compare the size and then cut. I'm just trying to build the layers to see as much as I need to get the height. And anyway, it is going to taper on the top, so I'm just going to keep it lesser width as I'm going to go up. And I'm just going to go on with the smaller cakes, the ones that I just cut and kept. I'm just going to save this piece aside. And then some more ganache on the top. So one last layer. So now this height would be quite fine to carve out the handbag. Okay, so now this is quite soft at this stage, and I'm just going to freeze this for about an hour or two and then get back while I just start carving out to actually get the shape. And then we have a few more stages like finish carving, and then we will just do a crumb coat, and we'll have the final coat of ganache and then fondant, and then we get to the final finish. So at this stage I just put this into the freezer and then get back to you in the next lesson.